if you don't mind just briefly telling our listeners about your story, because you do come from the other side. You were in Planned Parenthood. You were a very successful director for Planned Parenthood. How did your journey take you then to becoming a pro-life advocate?
Yeah. I was at Planned Parenthood for 8 years, got involved in college, grew up pro-life, but, honestly, didn't, I just didn't know much about abortion. We didn't sit around the dinner table and talk about, the ins and outs of the abortion procedure, or really what it was to be pro-life or pro-choice. And, my parents were not activist in any way, shape, or form. So it was just sort of abortion's bad and we just don't talk about it. And that's that. It was a different time, the late 70s, early 80s. Abortion was not in the media like it is today. Women were not standing up on a podium and shouting their abortion. Things revolving around sexuality were much more taboo than they are today. And abortion certainly fit in that category. So went to college, met a woman who was with Planned Parenthood. She started giving me all of the talking points, the Planned Parenthood talking points, the things that we hear in the media all the time. And to me, as someone who was very naive, someone who was very ignorant, uneducated about both sides, I really just sort of fell into the trap. It sounded good, all about women's empowerment and women's liberation and choice and freedom and all of this. And I thought, well, gosh, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that for women? And I started working at the clinic, ended up being there for 8 years, truly believed that I was doing the right thing for women in the beginning. That's, why anybody gets involved in something like that. They don't get involved because they think, yeah, I want to kill babies. You get involved because you think you're helping women. But over time, you switch from a position of really being pro-choice to honestly being very pro-abortion. I mean, believing that every woman who came in really didn't need a choice. She really just needed to have an abortion. And your mind starts just becoming very diluted and very hardened, and your heart becomes hardened, and you don't even know how it happens. You just begin to, life just important. You don't value life anymore. And really, we didn't value women. And it's sad to say that, but we made fun of the women who came into our clinic. We called them names. It was just very mean spirited. And so these women that you are claiming to help and, you want to empower them, that's how you start off. You begin to almost have disdain for them in the end.